You'll be whatever you want. A knight in shining armor, or a magic spellcaster. Roll the dice, hoping for a 20 might get the one. The clash of grids can turn the tide of the battle. The dungeon master has saved the tale for us. Let's start this journey together. Ignite the fire and cast your spell. Trust your swords straight into your foes. We have the strength to overcome all the challenges ahead. Embark on adventures, endless journey beyond reality, into the darkest dungeon that waiting for us. Pushing forward and level up. We'll finish what we have started. Lots of it.
Hi, we're the Clutch Chris. I'm your host, Dungeon Master Psycho, and today we have another special treat for you guys. And to get this started, we have Chappie.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy Chappie. I'm super excited to get into this little spin-off of a micro series. Right? So technically a spin-off of a micro series, or is this a continuation? This is a continuation, right?
This would just be, it's a side, let's just call this a side story that's going on during the campaign.
And me and Oso have been hyped as fuck.
Super hype
to get to this. We've been talking about this basically since the main miniseries did end.
Facts.
And just like before, there's no drop of crit.
Yeah, because he's a bitch. But, I mean, for a good reason, I guess.
Baby back, bitch. Bald ass baby back, bitch.
And next we have is also Kuma.
Oh, word. I just was ad-libbing on his shit. You don't got to come to me. Okay. I'm also Kuma. And I'm playing D&D.
Wow.
Hell yeah.
That's all you have?
That's all I have, because there's so much that I want to talk about, but I feel like they have to wait to get it when the session starts.
Damn, it means you guys gotta wait to get it.
You gotta wait to get it. I mean, like, it'll start in like 5 minutes.
Shit, I hope not.
That.
We're gonna just stand here and look at each other for 5 straight minutes.
Hell yeah, until Psycho says play.
And last but not least, we don't have Dropper Crit, like we said, because he is a bitch. Fuck you, Dropper.
Yeah, fuck you, little bitch.
Yeah.
Also,
we'll catch you in the studio with these hands.
Also, just to add, I mean, because like, I don't know how you listen to the pod, but if you have skipped Dragon Division, you might want to listen to Dragon Division before you listen to this.
Yes. And if you haven't listened to the main campaign, you should also listen to the main campaign before you listen to this.
Here.
Yeah, what are you doing here?
Yeah. This is something that has been talked about for a while, for a long time, and I don't want to say like I gave in, because that's not the word.
It made sense.
It made sense, and it was to work. I found a way to make it work, because it's something that literally also Kuma and Chappie have been just talking about almost nonstop whenever the conversation got brought up, and we figured it out, and now we are here. So, with that, I think we should get started, because I'm sure you guys want to jump in.
Head first.
So, to set the scene, we pan into the Dragon Coast as it is a stormy, thunderous night. As we pan in further to what looks like an airship going across the coast. The storm's hitting, there's thunder crashing, rain pouring, as this ship is having some difficulty keeping itself in pace because of just how rough this storm is. As we focus in further, there is a singular figure standing in the middle of the deck as the rain is pouring, covered in a robe, as it flashes to Yembo's face. Yembo Tempest, one of the brothers of the Dragon Tempest, Pulsar Tempest, the original people who apprehended the Dragon Killer. As Yembo, you are staring into the thunderous abyss ahead of you, knowing what's to come. And what is to come is as we flashback. Yembo, you just had council with the Dragon Council, and Darium had just returned from his apparently escapade that he's gone on with these with some essentially terrorists.
Basically,
you are in the process of trying to coordinate where the Blackguard are going. Mm-hmm. As you then hear that the Sword Order, Camilla, she ran off back off with them. They are now pressing charges against her, essentially, as in like they apprehended her because she tried fighting back. Like her agreement to an alliance was false. You are in the room with the Dragon Council. As you see, it is like Camilla is like in chains. You could tell that she's in these chains that you haven't seen in a long time. Mm-hmm. These chains were used for like the Dragon Killer, for like with during the Rifter incidents. This is how they held down some beholders. These are chains that essentially like nullify any like internal abilities. Just kind of keeps them incapacitated. Mm-hmm. And you see that they have her weapon in a separate case in a arcane lock box with those chains wrapped around it as well.
Okay.
As she is being escorted, they're going to send her off to Wyvern's Nest.
Okay. So this is after we've already captured her and everything.
Yes, she's been captured. You know that, you know that she fought with the Lady High Hill and she lost. As
obviously
she then brought her in and so on and so forth. You're seeing so many changes going on. Like now you're seeing how Darium has been demoted at the moment through everything, and now they're talking about the next person in line to take Darium's spot. And you can you're in this seat as you see that they're discussing. You see Cinderage. She obviously stands up when it's presented who's going to be next. But then you see the Dominant Lord say that I've chosen someone. And like she stands up, proud. But then the doors open as you see it is a companion of yours, Calivax, who is in charge of the Paladins.
Damn, that was embarrassing. I could tell that she stood up thinking it was her.
Yes. As you see Calivax walks in, and people are surprised as you see the Dominant Lord says that he has chosen Calivax to lead the army, like be the general of the consortium. As you could just see the look.
Is he qualified through and through?
Yeah, he would be qualified. He is not like, so the Paladins are a separate division of the consortium, that they're not under like the Wyverns, they're not under the Dragons, they're not under the Drakes and everything like that. No, so he's technically has as much authority as you guys do, as like Cinderage does and Alcor and things like that. So he would be considered qualified for sure.
Okay. Yes. So then I wouldn't say anything.
He is young. He is only he is like in his mid 40s. But he is very good at what he does. I mean, like you remember, like you were in your 30s when you were like reaching peak with what you've done.
So it's not odd. I know that like around that age, even probably earlier than that age, me and my brothers were like,
yeah, you guys
a problem.
Yes, you guys could be a problem. So like you seeing Calivax being chosen, you don't see it as a bad thing. You were just like, oh, I assumed it. I figured it would have been Cinderage, and
like most people would have.
Yes. You look at Cinderage and you can see the shock in her face. And then you can see her look to the person next to you, which is that Pyrex, your daughter, and now the leader of the Dragon Division, and Cinderage are sharing a look.
Word.
Of surprise.
Pyrex Tempest, the woman of the storm.
Well, since you don't claim her,
I know, but I know in my head who she is.
her entire name is Pyrex Starshot.
Starshot.
So you see Pyrex and Cinderage obviously sharing a look of like surprise and like disappointment. And you see like Cinderage looks like she's about to like burst out in anger. And then her father like gives her a look and she just immediately sits down. As Calavex joins in on the council meeting.
Mm-hmm.
As the Dominant Lord starts to explain how proceedings with the Sword Order hasn't gone the way that they expected, but it is now with the Black Guard in play, it is now time to eliminate the threat. Thanks to our vigilant people such as Yumbo Tempest, he devised a plan of assault for the Black Guard to weed out the problems of this country, as then we are going to start with Worm's Keep to solidify Worm's Keep, and then we are going to branch out past that. Then it will be Blades Maw, and then it will be Azel Step, and then it will be Guava Falls. After that, we should have reconquered the country, and then peace and order should be back in play. Thank you, Tempest, for all your hard work.
It is the work of the people, not me.
Thanks to these proceedings, things should go a lot smoother. And with Camilla Greyword in captivity, I can't imagine the Sword Order is going to last long. Now, our next step, as you hear these like doors slam open, as you see, it's a consortium guard saying, "Sir, there's been a problem." As we fast forward to Yembo, you're out on the street with Elian, with like the Lady High Hill, as it looks like you're at a crime scene. In slow motion, as you're walking, you see it is an enamel dragon that's slain on the ground.
Okay.
You know that this enamel dragon, you weren't familiar with him personally, but you know that they were in the process of becoming essentially like the head of like commerce for the country.
So they are a big deal.
Yes, they're supposed to be a big deal.
Yeah.
You know, like they're in the process of going through the training of it and so on and so forth. Like how, you know, when you guys are born, you guys are given essentially like a quest.
They were already given their purpose from the Queen of Dragons.
Correct. Then immediately, as soon as you see this body, something in you doesn't feel right. You're looking at the wounds, the visceral level that this dragon was killed, and you already know who did this. You can hear what looks like Elian Highhill talking to somebody, and then she immediately looks back at you with like acknowledgement, as in like someone told her like these are the same wounds as yada yada. We think.
At the moment, I'm not looking at the body. Like Yembo's like moving back and forth, like looking into the city, trying to see if he can spot something.
You don't see anything. This body once again was found dead.
Mm-hmm. It's like he's kind of like spiraling out for a minute. I like vision blurry, and like he keeps thinking of like his father and Rice.
Yeah. You are trying to get it together. Give me a wisdom save.
28.
You're like trying to, and then all these things are flashing at you. You're getting flashbacks of your father, seeing the death of your father, your father's funeral, and then like the death of Rice's funeral, and then the ending of you on that beach, yelling at Nox, saying that like you're gonna save this country, and then you snap back. Elian Highhill is approaching you.
As I look up at her,
Yembo,
we can't let him do this again.
And we won't. You know that we are much more prepared for something like him than we were a long time ago. You don't have to worry.
But that's the thing. No one's truly prepared. If anything in this world, there's only two people. Only two people that knows who this man really is. And that's myself and Nox. We could send others after him, but we would just be sending dragons in to be slaughtered.
We don't have to send dragons. We have plenty of people who aren't. Before we knew what he was, we sent you all because you were the best. And to be fair, you were going to go after him anyways.
And that death is on me.
No, it's not on you. It's on...
That death is on everyone that was involved that allowed him to live. Back then, there was a reason. Politically, I understand. We can't let that happen again.
Let's go back to the keep for a moment, okay? We need to come up with at least a plan.
Yes, Lady Highhill.
As we fast forward into the keep, as you are like... I have a drink, probably, of some sort, as you are looking at the old Dragon Killer files. You're looking at the old photos, the old... and then you're even seeing... there's like the pictures of the things of the investigation, and then like you even see a picture of Mighthold. That you guys appointed him warden of Dragon's Pike, and then there is there's the file on Rice Tempest.
Oh, and I'd have it like a red thread board, but on the wall, and I'd have as gruesome as it looks. I'd have like blown up pictures of what happened to each dragon.
Yeah,
like even big pictures of like my father and my brother.
As the doors would open behind you, as you see it is Lady Highhill approaching. Yambo, how are you holding up?
I'm just staring at the wall.
I have gotten the consortium to agree for you to hunt the Dragon Killer again. However, there is one condition.
What is that?
You are free to go about your investigation as you please, like you did previously. The only thing is, we do not need him alive, but we need the weapon.
You think it's smart? No, and you know that I mean you no disrespect. Do you really think it's smart to bring something like that here?
It was here before.
It shouldn't be in the hands of anyone.
I agree, and I think that's why it's going to be held here. Not in anyone's hands, but away from everything.
And how secure will that be? As secure as everything that we put in Mighthold's hands?
As I recall, you were the one that made the decision for Mighthold.
Exactly.
So you will not be deciding where this sword goes. I'm sorry, but these are the orders of the dominant lord.
I understand.
I did what I could, Yambo. You shouldn't even be doing this. But I did it for you.
I know that it's a messy time, but somebody has to take care of this, and I think it has to be me. I'm sorry.
Just come back safe.
I will try, but I can't make you any promises.
You will be given any kind of resource you need. Plan your trip however you need. Recruit whoever you need.
I need some time to think.
As you see that she nods her head, and then she starts walking out the building. As you turn back to the board, you take another sip of your drink, set it down. As you're looking at everything, and as the look that you have, as we flash back to the ship, is the same look that you're giving to the sky, with just the storm pouring down. As it seems like you've got your ride that you need. As this ship is starting to stir, and then it looks like it's about to like keel over from the storm. It immediately the scene of you see these hands spin this wheel for this ship to adjust itself. As these hands grab onto this wheel, it shows the face of Nox Tempest. As Nox, you are fighting this storm onto this boat, making sure that everything is aligned. As you are fighting through, it's everything that's going on. We end up doing another flashback. Nox, you are watching your kids spar with each other. Your kids are adults now. They are already part of the Teleforge. They're already part of the Dragon Lord's like Kingsguard that he has, and they are now fighting for the spots to be his like right-hand guard.
His personal guard?
His personal guard. Like, they are part of the Kingsguard. They are part of Exoitalis' Kingsguard.
Yeah.
And they are now fighting for the spots to become for the one that's with him at all times. Okay? As they're back at your village at the moment, because they're both training, and you're seeing what they both got. You see that your daughter, she has the ferocity that you do, and she is strong like you are. And then your son has more of the quick, cunning form of yourself as they clash against each other. And then you can see that it looks like on their final strikes, your daughter had your son on the ropes and had won like their sparring match.
Okay, that's enough. It's over. As I pull them apart from each other.
As you pull them apart, they're like, "That's." Your son goes like, "That wasn't fair. I tripped."
Everything is fair in combat, son. What matters most is, coming back from it. And if this would have been the battlefield, you wouldn't have been walking here.
I know that. It's just Tara, it's the look that she's giving me, and nobody else is gonna give me that look. It's just because we've grown up together our entire life. So it's not that doesn't even count. And you see Tara be like, sounds like someone's just upset that they lost. Father, I'm gonna go for a celebratory walk.
Okay.
How about you, think about your steps. Next time you go for the left, go for the right. As you see, like, your son Titus just looks super pissed off about it. And you see him just like start bolting into the house as Tara like has like a smile, and she just like she looks at you with a smile and nods and starts walking like outside the village, going for a walk.
These damn kids are gonna be the death of me one day.
And she says, then you hear a female voice be like, "Well, unfortunately, I think you're gonna live a lot longer than them and me." As you turn to see your wife.
Oh, hey honey, how are you?
I am doing well. I see that you still get them fired up together.
They don't need me to get fired up anymore.
Well, I mean, they came to you for their last bit of training, so I feel like they do need you.
I mean, I guess you're right. It's been quite a long time I've spent with them. And they seem to have taken after me a lot more than I ever thought they would. Or could.
I mean, you've been with them since they were young. What would you expect? They're your children. It doesn't have to be through blood.
I know. It's just Tara. She just reminds me of me when I was younger, right before I met you.
Well, we all have our growing phases.
That is true, and I could say I've definitely indulged in mine.
You were you were still ferocious when we first met.
That's true. I used to be cunning too, but now I'm just old.
I think it's a little bit more than just that.
You might be right. When is dinner gonna be ready?
Should be ready soon. Go ahead, relax, get yourself cleaned up, and dinner should be ready for the four of us.
Alrighty, I'll go grab some wood for the fire.
Lovely. As you see that she walks back inside, as you're walking through the village, as people are saying hi to you, and once again, always appreciating the things that you do.
Go help like an old lady, like lift her shit up,
mm-hmm.
and then go like play catch with the little kid for a second.
As you see that you do see it looks like on the cliffside of this, because remember there's that cliffside that leads into the mines.
Yeah.
On the cliffside, you do see it is your son Titus. Looks like the sun's setting, and you can see that he has like all his like weapons and like his armor just kind of off. As you can see, like his body, he's peak physical fitness, but your kids are grown. They've gone and done things before. You do see that there are like battle scars on your son. And this is like the first time you're really seeing those kind of things that like my son, you're like, shit, my son is a soldier. Yeah. Kind of thing, because like they've been off with the Dragon Lord Exoid for some years now. And you see that it looks like he's just sitting on to the cliffside in the sunset it gives you memories of when they were kids, that this is where like you would take them and like you would give them talks about the future.
I'd like just kind of ponder and gander there for a second, and then pretty much like have flashbacks of them running around as kids, and he would like come here all the time when he was like upset.
Yeah, and then like you would go sit next to him and like talk to him.
Yeah, so I would go do exactly what I used to do all those years before.
As you start approaching, and you would sit next to him, as you see that he like looks at you, and he's just like, some things just don't change, huh?
I haven't seen you like this before. I don't think I've ever seen all the battle scars that you've gained traveling around with the Dragon Lord.
Well, I mean, I am a man now, and battles happened. Things happen, especially with the chaos that's going on in the mainland at the moment.
Yes, the future of the consortium is very interesting. From the times I've popped in whenever the dominant lord has called upon me. You and your sister are going to be very important keys to what happens with the future of this whole world.
I thought that this was finally my time to separate. I know it's always been me and Tara. We've done the same things. We've excelled the same way. It's always Titus and Tara, Titus and Tara, Titus and Tara. I just want it to be Titus. I just want to be recognized for me.
I understand that, son. But you and your sister got to stick together. Because being alone, being recognized without your family, does not feel anywhere near what you think it does. Take it from somebody who's had that independent career and then lost everything. Your sister will get you through all of the terrible things that you will encounter in your life. And you two are the only ones who have each other's backs. Remember that. It is not a shame to be lumped in with Tara at all. I know what they call her, Tara the Terrible. That's your sister.
You see him like nod his head.
And you are her brother. Just because you guys don't do things the same doesn't mean that it still won't work at the end of the day.
As he's nodding, you guys hear your familiar, like when your wife rings like a bell for dinner.
Oh shit! Mama must be finished cooking. We're gonna get all of us gonna get a whooping when we get back there.
Yeah. Okay. I just gotta put my gear back on.
Here, I'll give you a hand.
As you help him put his gear back on.
I don't like the color choices that they've picked for the consortium armors.
This is the stuff that you used to wear, isn't it?
It is. Like exactly what I used to wear 100 years ago.
Okay, well, let's get some dinner.
You lead the way.
As you start walking to your house, and your son goes in, and it looks like he's starting up like the dinner table with your wife. You're about to go in, and then you hear like, "Excuse me, Mr. Tempest." As you see, it's one of the Warforged like mail courier.
Oh, hey, what's going on?
Oh, just delivering some mail. I came from the mainland, and just wanted to make sure I get you your stuff because I have to head back out. And you see, he hands you like this like thick stack of like papers and like envelopes and things like that. A lot of these are usually correspondence with things for you to stay to keep aware of what's going on with the coast in general, because that's one of the a part of your guys' agreements for helping. As like you gotta like sift through them.
Yeah,
So you grab them and then like I assume you go in the house.
Yeah, I tell him I'll be a little bit late for dinner. I got to go up to my study real quick.
Yeah. As you go up to your study and you start sifting through, you're seeing correspondence with what's going on, and we will pan to Yembo. Yembo, you have just landed in the you just landed in the Talaforged Islands because this is where your lead has taken you. You believe that the dragon killer is here.
Mm-hmm. I believe he's there, and just being here makes me wonder where Nox is at, if he's in a good place in his life, and if it would hurt him more than help him to even ask. But Yembo knows just as well as Nox how big of a threat this is. Yembo plans to go closer into his village and try to get some insight on what's going on in Nox's life a little bit before he even tries to ask him.
So you start traveling towards his village by the outskirts, and you're just kind of like watching this village. It's from a distance, so you can't see anybody specifically at the moment. But then next thing you know, you hear a rustling really close to you that like someone shouldn't have been able to sneak up on you. As you just hear "Can I help you with something?" As like you would like jump back, as you see it is this adult human woman. It looks like that she has like consortium armor on.
Nice to see another consortium guard.
Do you need help? Are you lost?
I like from like crouching, I go and like stand up where like you can see my like full like armor, uniform, stuff like that. There's somebody I used to know that lived in this village. Just checking in.
Maybe I can help you. I mean, a lot of Warforgers, they live here a long time. They're probably still here.
Yeah. Who I'm looking for is probably alive. They'll probably be alive for a long while. Since I have like the picture of the family, what is there any resemblance that would make me
the picture you would have of them as kids?
Yeah, it would be them as kids.
If that's something that you're looking at, you can give me a perception check.
Just because if I'm like the head of like spy stuff and stuff like that.
Yeah, give me a perception check.
28.
You're looking at her now, and then you're seeing the flow of her hair, and it reminded you, and like you immediately like look at this picture, and you can see that her hair looks identical. Like the way that their hair has grown, it looks identical to Tempest's wife and the young daughter.
You're a Tempest.
Yes, that is my father.
I haven't seen you in a long time.
Oh, we know each other?
Somewhat.
Oh, well, it's good to see you again.
I knew your father back in his time working for the consortium.
Oh, okay. Oh, is he the person you're looking for?
How is he?
He's doing good. It's great. Me and my brother are in the middle of this competition of trying to become Exoital's his personal Kingsguard.
Personal Kingsguard?
Yes, we're both up for the spot, and we're the last two contending, and so now we are essentially competing against each other.
Last I checked, there was 4 on that list.
Well,
You're the last 2.
Now there's only 2 of us. We have to show ourselves to him, so we came back here to just kind of get a little bit of practice before we do our final presentation.
Well, I hope you the best. If you do get the position, write a letter to the main base. We might be able to help you move up even further from there.
Oh, I guess I never thought about going past being a Kingsguard, but
it depends on how dedicated you are in the safety of this kingdom.
I mean, I know everything's been going on, and we've been in mainland for a little bit against the things, and that's one of the things that has pushed me and my brother to be part of the Kingsguard, to keep the Dragon Lord Talus safe because he's the reason why we're even alive. And I think that might be a good idea. As you see that she like looks like past you, and you see it looks like there's like a group of other like consortium guards. But I have some business I have to take care of. But my father, you're more than welcome to. As like she goes and she points towards the house by the cliffside. Like that's our house there. Dinner is probably gonna be ready soon. I'm gonna have to miss it, so you're more than welcome to my plate.
You're being sent on orders.
Not exactly, but it seems like they have an issue that they need me to help them with. It's probably just something, someone got caught in a trap or something like that.
I will assist you for a second.
Oh, no. This is it's a whole thing. It's really not that big of a deal.
Maybe one of these guards can send word to Exoid. There's some work that I will be doing here as well.
Okay, I can get that out. I can get that out to them. Look, it's been a long time since you've seen my father. Go talk to him. Okay, I'll be gone half hour tops.
Being worried about that is what pushes Yembo to actually move forward into the village.
Okay.
Towards Nox's house.
As like you see Tara be like, it was nice to meet you. What was your name?
Yembo.
That sounds familiar. I guess we have probably met each other at one point, but it was nice to meet you, Yembo. As you see that she like gets on a horse, as you remember that the animals in the Talforge Islands are also like part Warforged. As she looks like she gets on what looks like this like mechanical horse as she starts riding off with the other consortium.
That's always just felt like
icky
to Yembo, especially with their experiences in the dungeons with constructs in the past.
You're like, how the fuck did Nox even like get over that shit?
It's always just been like like there's lasers somewhere. He would be moving towards the house.
As you would move towards the house, as so people are like seeing like kind of where you're from, and it looks like they're not like approaching you as in like, oh, he's probably here on business, and then they can see like the direction that you're walking. They're like, oh, he's probably here for Nox. You walk all the way to this house, as it smells like food is being cooked. As you knock, you would then see this older human woman open the door. Hi, can I help you?
Hello. I'm looking for Nox. Am I at the right location?
Yes, my husband is here. As you see her like look at you like quizzically for a second, and then she like looks at your armor, and then just kind of like you can see that her face is like partially agape.
And like, because I'm embarrassed to be here because I haven't talked to him in so long, Yembo's kind of like shamefully just like looking at the ground. He can't even like look her in the eyes.
Yembo?
Yes, that is my name.
You see that she's about to talk, and you hear a young man's voice like, "Mom, who is it?" As you see this boy, this young adult walk up behind her. As you see, he's in the consortium gear, the one that's similar to how you saw Tara. It's just like, "Can I help you, sir? Is everything okay?"
I'm just here to speak to your father. I would like to give you a congratulations as well on making it to the last two to become the head of the Kingsguard.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's a whole thing. Well, I mean, we'll see who makes it. But yeah, is this urgent? My dad's in his studies. You're more than welcome to. Yeah. You looks like whatever you got going on seems pretty official. Come with me.
Are you sure?
As you see, like the mother go, like, yes, it's fine.
The study, right? Up the steps to the left, right, then the next door.
As he's about to go to the stairs, like, yes. Have you been here?
No. I've seen the blueprints when this was all built a long time ago. Don't worry.
Yeah, blueprints. Mom, we got blueprints, and she's just like, no. But either way. You're more than welcome to join us for dinner as well.
I'm not sure if I'll be here that long.
Please.
Yeah. And like Yembo just starts walking up the steps. Like it's just awkward.
As you walk up the steps, you start going, and then Knox, you are going through these, and then you see this letter that is it's sealed. It's like it's sealed how like you seal your letters. As you see, it is as you can tell that the person who sent you this is King.
I haven't heard from King in quite some time.
As you are about to open this, you immediately hear a knock on your door.
Yes.
And Knox heard way heavier footsteps than a human coming up these stairs.
Yeah, like now that
I'm
like
pretty sure you know that your family wouldn't interrupt you while you're in your study.
and exactly, your family
Yeah.
usually wouldn't interrupt you when you're in your study, so you're getting a knock on the door, as like you were about to open this letter.
And Knox, like, you hear some shimmering, like some sliding around in the desk as Knox, like, tucks his sword underneath the desk. Come in.
Yembo would turn the knob and open the door.
As Knox, you see this door open, as you're seeing this like hulking figure from the bottom down, and then you start looking at this armor, and then you see the face of your brother, Yembo Tempest.
Yembo? Is that you, Yembo?
Yeah, it's me. We need to talk.
Come in, have a seat.
How much pull do you have with the guards that are here?
How do I know that you're Yembo?
Yembo opens both of his arms and he's like, do what you must.
Knox gets up and he gets a Zone of Truth scroll from his desk, and he casts it on you.
And you can choose to willingly fail it, so that
Yes.
he knows.
I would
that-
willingly fail it.
Yes.
And that's all I need to know. So, what business brings you here? I take it you don't want to get together and be a happy family again.
I don't have much say when it comes to being here. How much pull do you have with Exord's men?
I mean, it depends on the situation. I mean, I'm sure he would willingly give me quite a few men if I had a proper purpose.
Request your daughter back.
My daughter? Request her back.
Knox, there is some issues that we need to speak about, but while we're getting through this, we need to make sure that she is safe.
She shouldn't even be on duty right now. She should be downstairs helping her mama.
She just left with a unit.
She left with a unit.
She said that there was some issue that's happening and she had to go. She doesn't know who I am, so I have no right to demand her to do anything. Knox,
What's going on?
he's out.
Who's out?
I dropped the latest file of the merchant.
Those scars.
I wanted to leave you be, Knox. You have a family. You have people that need you. But I don't know if I could do it myself, and he's here on the island.
He's on my island.
All my information led me here.
Okay, now we're going to have a conversation, but I got to go. You stay here and watch my family, and I'm going to go get my daughter.
You sure you don't need help?
My son can't handle himself.
If you spot anything, roar like Father's thunder.
It's been a while. As like Knox like looks over to the side, but I will. As he quickly grabs some armor and grabs his roll up with a sword in it. As you see, he was hiding a sword underneath the table.
Mm-hmm.
You see your brother grab a shield,
That's weird.
and he takes off down the steps.
As you take off down the steps, you see like dinner. She's serving dinner, and she sees you. She's like,
Stay in the
"Knox,
house.
Knox, what's going on? What are you doing?
Yembo will keep you safe.
Yempo will keep me safe. What's going on?
Ask him, he'll explain everything. I gotta go.
What? Oh. As you just start,
Taking off.
but like Knox. As like Yembo, you heard like him take off. Are you just staying upstairs?
Yembo would come down the steps, and if they ask him something, he'll answer.
She'll be like, "What the?" Like you see his wife be like, "What the hell's going on?"
He is just going to get your daughter and bring her home. That
Get
is
my daughter, bring her home. What are you talking about? What happened? Where is she?
There is a specific mission that I am on, and just for the safety of the guards here, I need to make sure that they do not interfere. Your husband is just leaving because he has
What is this mission?
the Dragon Lord's ear.
What is this? That's gonna take forever. He's gonna be gone for days. The Dragon Lord is across the island. You sent him to the Dragon Lord?
He's going to get your daughter.
Where is she?
I don't know where she's at.
So how are you gonna... So, does he know?
Your husband is capable of many things.
So he's just out looking for her without any leads? What is this big mission that you apparently just disrupted everything for? I feel like I deserve to know. I let you in to go talk to my husband, and now he's gone. Without you, apparently.
Because he asked me to stay here with you.
Well, if it's that big of a deal, you should go to him. From what it seems like, you guys never listened to each other anyways.
Listen, I'm trying to be as respectful as I can because you don't know me.
I don't have to know you.
I turn and I look at her son. Is there some place that you would be able to take your mother to hide so that I can assist your father?
To hide? We're in one of the most safest parts of the Teleforge Islands. Almost nobody knows about this. If somebody knows about this, then we can go into the Arcanite Cavern because it's a one-way entrance if that's what you're talking about. But unless you give us information what's going on, no offense, I don't know you. I don't have to listen to you. So give us a good reason to listen to you.
There's no good way to tell you this. You're going to worry extremely for your father and your husband. I came here to inform him that the man that killed our father and our brother has been released. All information points to this island for him to be here. I was going to do it on my own. I didn't want to interfere with your family or have your father be a part of this. His job is to just get your sister and bring her back so that you can be safe. Once he secures you, then I will deal with what I have to deal with.
As you see, the son immediately get up and looks like he starts grabbing his gear, and he's just like, if this guy who he actually is out there, we have to stop him. Okay, now, like I said, I don't know you. And frankly, I don't give a shit. Whether you know my dad, whether you're related to him in some kind of way, I don't care. All I know is that he's apparently on my island hurting my people.
You do understand that your father told me to make sure that you're safe, right?
I don't know you.
That's fine.
And I don't care whatever he allegedly told you because I wasn't there. Now, you're telling me that there's a threat on our island that I am a consortium guard for. I'm the King's Guard. I have to protect the people here. And he's just like, you could stay here with my mom since you have no jurisdiction here. Whatever it is that you came here for, but we'll handle this guy together as a family. As you see that he
I go to grab him.
You could attempt to grab him. If you're gonna go grab him, he's going to immediately oppose you to
Okay.
go off. Okay, so you're gonna be doing an athletics check.
Okay. Trash. An 11.
So as you try to grab, you see his son immediately looks like he spins your arm around and quickly does a deft fate move that you've obviously seen Nox do as he pushes you off, and then you see him swoop out the door.
So I look at Nox's wife. Is there anything that you're going to be able to tell him? Because if not, then both of your children are going to be running around on this island while it's dangerous.
This island's always dangerous.
Not the danger.
Me trying to keep... Look, to my knowledge, he's called the Dragon Killer, right? My kids are humans. If anything, he's dangerous to you. I get it, but they are doing their job that I have been so proud of them for doing. I worry about them every day. me trying to get them back here is not gonna help. How often do you listen to anybody? Because it sounds like you shouldn't even be here right now.
I've been given direct order from Lady Highhill.
Then where's the proof? If you've been given direct order, why haven't you shown that?
I stopped here to make sure that Nox and your family was okay before I went to the Dominant Lord. Knowing the information that I knew about your daughter, I had to tell Nox.
And look where that got everything.
So what would you have rather me done?
I would have rather my family be here so I know that we're all safe together, and if this dragon killer would show up, I'm sure that they would handle it.
Without me saying anything, you wouldn't be here with your whole family. You would be here with just your husband and your son.
It just sounds like you came here to disrupt a lot, and I'm sorry. I know that this is very important to the both of you, but I think you should figure out with a clear head of what you're doing.
I should have done what I knew I needed to do. Me just thinking of my brother one more time and thinking about what the right thing should have been. I should have just never done it.
As you're walking away, she's saying, you could say this is about you doing the right thing, but it's because you feel guilty that you've betrayed him.
That I betrayed him?
Yes.
Your husband betrayed the entire consortium. He betrayed all of our people. He walked away when the government needed him most. When everyone needed him most, when I needed him most. He walked away. And I stood strong. I don't want to hear anything that you have to say. He's lived a beautiful, good life while I've done the work. And Yembo would just let his wings go and then fly away.
Okay. So, Nox, where are you going?
Nox?
Yes.
Is like, okay, the dragon killer's on this island.
Allegedly.
I'm the only enamel dragon I know of on this island.
Uh-huh.
I know Yembo would not come to me unless it was a real threat.
Sure.
I'm gonna go into the skies in my full dragon form.
Okay.
So if there is a dragon killer, he's gonna only have eyes for me because he's too thirsty.
So what you're doing is you're trying to bait him?
Correct.
Gotcha. Okay. So you turn full dragon form and you start flying.
Yeah.
Just around.
Yep. Making myself a target.
Give me a luck roll.
12.
So you start just flying around. You fly around for a little bit and nothing. Like you've covered probably like a 5-mile radius from like your village, and you haven't heard any attacks, any kind of any crying. No one has even shot anything at you.
Okay. I guess maybe get eyes on my daughter from the sky.
Remember, the area that you're in is like essentially like jungle forest, so
forest.
you couldn't even see
Okay.
anything that's going on the ground.
All right, and then I would land probably towards the outskirts of the town.
You would land towards the outskirts of the town. Okay, so during this time where you were doing that, Yembo, what would you have done?
Yembo would follow Nox's son.
Okay, so you would rush out to follow Nox's son. As you see, it looks like he's getting on a horse. Like he's like preparing to get on a horse.
I would start approaching him.
Uh-huh.
I need to make sure that your family is safe. I understand you don't know me, and you don't have to care. I'm going to tell you what I know, and I'm going to show you the paperwork that I have because I'm not going to be able to give it to the Dragon Lord. There's not going to be enough time. Regardless, the information that you know is not something to throw around the entire island. We need to keep people safe, and if people go into a panic, then they won't be.
You see, he's just looking at you as like it looks like he's like getting his horse ready.
So I show him the paperwork that I have from Lady Highhill, because I was supposed to bring that to the Dragon Lord to have jurisdiction here. So I hand him that.
Okay.
I was sent here by Lady Highhill under the Dominant Lord's order.
As he hands it back to you.
This man is very dangerous for anybody to go after that is not my father, that is not your father or myself. We're the only ones that have experience fighting this man. The only ones. If anybody else is going to fight him, they would need insight from us to know how to take him down.
So you see him look up at you after he's like, why do you think he's here? Just to kill my father?
He wants all dragons dead. The dragon killer was only stopped one time. Back when we went after him, we split in two ways. I had to go after Captain Arnold Crate because he was the one that was leaking information to the dragon killer. And while I was doing that, your father and your Uncle Rice came toe-to-toe with the dragon killer. They didn't kill him, but it was the only time that he had been stopped. The government forced us to lock him away instead of kill him for what he did to our family, to many families. My leads brought me here. I think that he wants to finish what he couldn't finish that night. And it'd be a lot easier to find your father than it would be to get to me.
Are you sure about that? Because this village, and to my knowledge, only a handful of people know about my dad's existence. So,
Yes, and one of those people is somebody that we thought we could trust very, very well. Somebody that was like a brother to us as well. A man that helped us take him down. But he fucked up. And he sat in a cell in the same prison as him. I'm pretty sure that Mighthold gave him the information he wanted, because Mighthold will give up anything as long as it benefits him.
still, if the dragon killer has these motives, don't you think that this is a lot of work for him to do first? Wouldn't he want to do this after?
Why not go after the only dragon that's isolated on an island where nobody else would be able to stop him?
Because it isolates him on an island.
I don't think you understand what this man is.
I think there's more to this, and I think you're clouded judgment.
Regardless, he is here.
And now you've got my dad flying around like a crazy person, making himself a target because of this.
You're all the same.
No, I'm not all the same. I think that you came here with the wrong judgment.
I wasn't going to tell your father at all.
I'm not saying you shouldn't have told him. I'm saying the way that you've gone about this probably could have happened better. I'm saying that
the way that I've gone about this, I gave your father information that he needed to know.
You got
your father left to go and try to get your sister. He asked me to stay behind and make sure that you guys were safe. You decided you wanted to walk away.
You got it in his head that he's being hunted, that his family's being hunted. Okay? And that made him, look what he's doing. You got it in his head that my sister's in danger. Look, I'm not saying you're wrong. All I'm saying is that I think there's more to this. And now I have to go find my sister and try to calm my father down. Look, I get what you're trying to do. I get what you're doing for the family. I know what you were trying to do was good. I get it. I think your judgment's a little clouded because of your history. Let me get my father and let me find my sister. Okay? Just stand here and relax. I know this island and these people a lot better than you do. You might have the pull, you might have the authority, but I have the respect. Please.
I will watch this house for only so long before I have to go look for him.
That's fine. Give me an hour.
Gembo stays in the shadows and stays watching that village just in case anything happens.
Okay. As Titus gets on his horse and goes off.
And this is killing Gembo because he's not the motherfucker that stays behind.
Right. As Nox, you did your surveying and you didn't find anything. Nothing happened as you landed down. As like you're taking a breather for a second because you were flying for a while. You haven't really been in dragon form.
Peak dragon form in a long time.
Yes, since King.
Yeah.
Really. And then you hear like, Dad!
I turn around.
As you see, it's Titus. Like, looks like he is on a horse coming towards you.
I thought I told Yembo to keep you in the house.
Yeah, well, you shouldn't tell a stranger to tell us what to do. As he starts getting off of his horse.
As Nox like just sighs deeply.
Look, I get what's going on, but I think that there's more to this story than both of you think. Think about it. This dragon killer, I get that he would want revenge, but why would he stir shit up where he's at and then make his entire trek out here just to kill you? Come on. There's got to be more to this.
I am the only person who actually did put an end to this.
Yeah. I get it. You guys were great. You stopped him and everything like that. But I'm not saying that he wouldn't want to kill you. I'm saying that there's got to be a reason why he's doing it now and not later. He puts himself in a worse position, a bigger target to do this now than after he figures out what he wants.
Unless he has something. He's got it. You might be onto something, son. But this is not something I want to see you get involved in.
Well, I don't follow your orders. But we have to report this.
That is correct. But we got to find your sister first.
Yes, which I am on. And to be fair, I don't think flying around like a dragon's going to help anybody.
Okay. So let's do this your way.
Okay. Now, if she got pulled by some of the consortium guards, it's probably something to do with some of the traps that are around here. Okay, there's points around the vicinity that these traps end up getting old or worn, or something gets trapped in it that's not. Since me and Tara have been around this area the longest, we're the best to handle these things. So let's go check those points.
Okay. As Knox he gave him that I will fuck you up stare. Then he's like, you see him he'll zen out, he'll relax a little bit. Mm-hmm. He's like, these are my kids. This is what I trained them for their whole lives. You
start following along on essentially these trap checkpoints.
Yep.
As you do see some of the guards. It looks like a group of consortium guards. It looks like they're trying to fix this stuff. You don't see Tara with them, but you see them approach. You guys are approaching them. As you see them all look and be like, "Hey, Titus, what are you doing here?" And then they see you. They're just like, you see them drop the equipment for a second, and they all kind of post up. What is going on?
Have you all seen my daughter?
Yes, we have. Well, I guess when?
I need to know where she's at right now.
She was helping us upkeep these traps. She'd be on the other side at the moment.
Can one of you take us there?
Sure. Is everything okay?
There is a possible threat to the island. I need all of you guys on high alert.
Possible threat to the island. Okay. Do we have a name for this threat?
I have received news directly from the consortium that the dragon killer is on the loose and has been rumored to be on this island.
Really?
So the only people that would technically be in danger here are me and my family.
Okay. Well,
I'm assuming I'm the target.
Well, I mean, I get kind of your family, right?
Are you questioning me?
No, sir. I'm not questioning.
What is their last name?
I'm not questioning biology. No.
As I call like a lightning bolt.
No, sir. No. Of course not. As if they're all just kind of looking to the side.
So we have an understanding. Who's going to take me to my daughter?
As you see, they all just look, and do the other one of the other guys be like, I'll do it.
I do appreciate your bravery. The rest of you do the due diligence to learn from him.
As they all go yes, sir.
It's gesture for him to.
As you see that he pulls his horse around. He's just she's on the other side. The other ones are contacting the Mr. Talus and to try to bring more reinforcements around this side of the island.
Very well. We'll be off.
As you guys start going off.
And Gregory, tighten your shoes.
Yes, sir. As he starts. Now, Yembo, you've been waiting for a while now.
just pacing back and forth, pissed off. But I'm like walking back and forth in front of their house.
Just in the shadows.
How long do you walk? How long do you wait?
Oh, he's just cussing up a storm in his head. Just, I'd say maybe 20 minutes.
20 minutes?
20, 30 minutes at this point.
Like you've been waiting 20, 30 minutes at this point?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear the door open. Do you want to eat?
I'm fine.
Yeah, I'm sure you took a boat ride. You've been here. You probably haven't eaten anything in a while.
I've had rations.
Yeah. Come on. Come inside.
It's fine.
Either you sit down at my table and eat the bowl, or I'm going to hand the bowl to you and you can eat it outside. Do you want to eat standing or sitting?
You knew you was being a dick before.
He wasn't.
I know.
Kind of. A little bit.
To him, he thought he was doing the ultimate nice thing, but he's just been so fucking institutionalized in the consortium of being.
I don't even know how to act around
exactly.
real people.
That's why it seems that way. To him, he thought he went above and beyond.
Yeah.
And to them, they're like, "You fucking suck."
I'm almost
kinda.
more robot than the Warforged is here.
Yeah, you are 100%.
Sure, I appreciate it.
So she has you come inside.
Mm-hmm.
She puts a bowl in front of you. As you see, it does smell delicious. It smells like a stew that she's made.
Mm-hmm.
As she pours you a bowl, gives you like some bread. Eat.
He would take his cloak off and put it on the back of the chair. Set his stack of photos down and his Morning Star. He's just slowly eating and trying to not keep eye contact with her.
Knox would talk about you and your brother a lot at one point. He sent you letters, and I always like to make the excuse that because we're on the islands that they never got to you. But he knows I was just saying that to make him feel better. Every single time the courier would come, he'd have an excitement in his eyes that I hated seeing go away. I understand that you had differences. A terrible thing happened to your family. But he reached out. He tried. He realized the way that he went about it was wrong.
It's easier for some people more than others.
All I want is my family to be safe and happy. And I will tell you, my husband, he's never truly felt happy. I know he has his moments, but without you, there's a emptiness inside of him. The same emptiness that I see in you.
He seems happy to me. This looks like a happy man. As I slide over one of the pictures.
He tries. He still has his days. He has nightmares. Sometimes he's shut out for months. But he's trying. He's always trying. He never gave up. Things aren't always what they seem, and you should know that.
Listen, I don't want to hurt him any more than he already is. Best case scenario would have been that I never even had to come to this island.
You're missing the point of what I'm talking about. This doesn't even have to do with the dragon killer. This has to do with you and him.
I'm not ready. Like I said, it's easier for some. I don't hate him. I have all the letters. They've just never been opened. I haven't even opened... Rice had a sword. It's just been collecting dust. I haven't opened it since that day. I can't. There's too much to do. Not enough time to mourn or care about. I have too much work to do.
I think you're going to realize one day that the world moves on with or without you. So you should make sure to take care of yourself.
Yeah. It does move on, with or without me. But I've made it my job to make sure that it moves on in the right way. It's a mess right now. There's a lot of things that need to be fixed, but there's still time to fix it.
Well, hopefully when you are ready, he is still willing. As you see, like she gets up and like goes into the kitchen.
Yeah, but like just like presses his forehead up against like the table, like fuck.
As back to Knox, you guys are getting to towards a trap. As you see, it looks like Tara looks like she's like resetting a trap up. She looks perfectly fine. She's just resetting a trap up at the moment by herself.
Why aren't you at dinner, Tara?
She looks up like, huh? Oh, Dad, what are you doing here?
I need you
Titus? What is going on?
I need you to get down off that tree. We need to have a talk.
Okay, just hold on. I'm just resetting this trap. You see that she sets this vine up, sets it all down, and she gets down. She's like, "What's going on?"
I'll fill you in on the journey back to our house.
Okay, are all the traps set? And you see like the guy that took you. He's just like, "Oh, we got it. Thank you for your help." It's like, okay, whatever you guys say. And she gets on a horse, and she starts walking with you guys. Like, what is going on?
So, I have received some news from the consortium via your uncle, Yumbo, that the dragon killer has been set free, and the dragon killer has been rumored to be on this island, in that we may be targets, me specifically. We need to keep each other safe. We all need to stick together. We can't be running around skipping dinner.
I was helping our people.
You said you'd be back for dinner, and you were not.
Okay, something came up. Like, things have come up. You've left before because you had more important things to do when you were supposed to help teach us things.
That is true. That is true.
For the Dragon Lord. And this is what I'm doing for the Dragon Lord. So I'm not going to feel bad for not showing up to dinner.
I'm not trying to make you feel bad.
Sounds like you are. Sounds like you're trying to guilt me into staying home because I wasn't there for dinner because you found something out that you got scared about.
Your kids ain't shit.
Has like Knox like just gets mad. You could like he like starts to like get real mad, and he takes a deep breath.
We're not kids anymore.
I know, and it's hard for me to recognize that sometimes, and I apologize that I could be a little overbearing. But as your father, that's how I'm going to be, no matter what.
And according to your rules, if you are the one being hunted, you should be the one staying inside.
I know, but I don't know if I'm the only one being hunted.
Okay.
And I would much rather give my life to save both of yours.
So what, we go home, you're going to tell me to stay inside? I'm not going to stay inside.
No, we're going to go search for him. And I'm going to let you two take lead.
Okay. As you see, like, she like gives like Titus a look, and like Titus like nods, like, okay.
You guys have a mission to protect the former leader of the Wyvern Division.
You see them both over like
as he like half cocked smiles. As like an old ass dad would say some bullshit like that.
As you guys start approaching back into the village, as you would walk into the house, back into your house, as you see like Yembo like just like has like his like hands on his head, like what the fuck.
As I walk up behind him, I hit him on the back. I'm like, the family sure does test you, doesn't it, Yembo?
Yes. Yes, you do.
It's hard to make some decisions sometimes despite your emotions, doesn't it? It's a beautiful thing.
I could have just put paperwork in for the Blackguard Initiative and then used that.
But why didn't you?
You know why.
I would like to hear it. It's been 100 years.
'Cause I care for you.
I take it you've received my letters.
Yes.
Throughout these decades. I try to send 2 or 3 a year. Pictures of the kids. Accomplishments they've made.
What are you getting at, Knox?
I'm just happy to have my baby brother back.
Now that your family is here and safe, I will be on my way.
Oh, you're just going to leave me to deal with the dragon killer?
No, I need to send this paperwork in to Exoid, and that will give me the pool that I need to have the resources I need to take him down.
And what resources do you need? I think we have all the resources right here.
It's not only that, it's having the official paperwork in to come here and murder someone on the Talaforged Isles.
You see, like Titus goes, like, we did inform some of the consortium that can directly contact the Dragon Lord, so he's at least aware of your presence and of the things that are going around. He should be sending men and such out this way.
This has to be done clean.
Of course.
Just want to get this done.
I'm going to be honest with you, though. I am killing him this time. We are putting this to bed.
I've already made it clear with Elian, and the Dominant Lord agrees.
Okay.
We're not going to waste another 100 years just to go through this again.
No, we will not. Now, what do you suggest we do, big shot? You outrank me.
It's not about rank here because I don't outrank anyone at the moment.
It's humbling, ain't it?
I haven't really outranked many in a while. I've hung a lot of that stuff up.
Really? It was hard to keep tabs on you. I tried.
I stay in the background.
All I got was a little P.O. box number. And then, of course, I've seen you in passing.
I am a personal guard of Elian. I kind of just do whatever the church needs.
But it seems like you're troubled.
Of course I am.
Please, tell me about it. If you wish to speak to me in private, we could go upstairs. I'm sure there's 100 years of things you'd like to talk about.
There's not much to talk about. I worked and worked and worked. Then we met each other again because that's the way fate pulls us together in tragedy.
Well, hopefully we could avoid a tragedy this time. Now, kids, this is your Uncle Yembo. He is my brother. And y'all can treat him however you'd like. I love him. Still, despite all the years that have gone by and the argument that we had the last time I seen him, I have grown from that. I've held restraint that I'm sure he has seen me have.
It's very hard to have family time in this line of work.
Here, Chergo. Yeah, we should probably come up with a game plan.
Yes. So, he is hiding somewhere. I'm not too familiar with this island. Most of my work is on the mainland. I mean, I think until you moved here, the person with the most experience was Rice. Is there many places to hide or be unseen for a long period of time?
I mean, there's all different types of dips and caverns within the archipelagos. Do you have a better idea of why he's here? Is it really just to kill my dad?
Your brother thinks that it may be more, but I think that one of the main reasons would be to kill a dragon that has been his purpose. He has a grudge against us, and that's not going to go away anytime soon.
Right. You sure there's nothing... There's nothing that he can do or have that would benefit him from coming to this island first before he starts his warpath?
So, there could be two things. Last time when we went against him, he had a lot of underground pathways. A lot of his workings were underground. That's how he was getting into certain places and traveling.
Okay.
That he could use.
Let me ask you guys this. Why is he called the Dragon Killer?
Because of his sword.
His sword. What's his sword do?
Kills dragons.
What's the sword made out of?
Don't know exactly.
I'm not much of a weaponsmith, so I never was able to look into the classified files. Shortly afterwards is when I departed.
It was a lot harder for us to even get a close look at it. Dragons can't even touch it.
I assumed it to be destroyed, because why would the consortium full of dragon kin alike even keep something so vile around?
He has it.
Yeah.
If there's a reason why he's come to the Talforged Islands, it probably has to. He's probably trying to do something to make sure that he can't. Whatever happened, he might want revenge, but I imagine he's coming here to make sure that whatever he has with his sword or for his sword might be here. Is his sword made out of Arcanite? Because if it's not, then he can reinforce it with it, and then his sword would really be indestructible.
So, I mean, if what you recommend is true, then I suggest we go check the caverns.
Yeah?
That's a good first lead.
But is that something that he would be doing on his own?
Well, you said that he had experience with tunnels and things.
He does, but
how did he come to this weapon?
he made it with minerals that he found deep under Dragon's Pike. After the gem dragons escaped from the ground.
So this man knows how to make things. He's an actual, forger.
Correct.
So he has his sword. Maybe he's looking to protect himself from dragons again.
You think that he would be trying to form a full armor this time?
Something else. But he's got to have... Did he run off? Did he gain some... Did he take something else from you guys? So, does he have something to try to make to reinforce himself? Because if he has a sword and it's created by that kind of technique, then that's kind of completed.
Fuck. Nox.
What is it?
After the Sword Order attacked Worm's Keep, they stole the Dominant Lord's treasure. It has been rumored that they do not have that treasure anymore and that the Dragon Killer took it from them.
So you're telling me that the Dragon Killer potentially has
an arcane battery from God himself.
You see, the kids go, what the hell are they talking about?
I see. So he wouldn't have attacked me first. He would have went and used that battery
to set himself up
to not fail again. And I was going to be the first victim.
But now we can't let him leave this island. Because if he succeeds and he gets back to the mainland... Okay, children.
If it comes to forging, there's dozens and hundreds of forges around here. He could be made it already, especially because of the time wasted of you trying to track me down. It sounds like we have to go.
Yeah, we have to go now.
Yes.
Grab your things.
As you see them all start getting up and grabbing their things, as it's almost like a montage of you guys getting things, and then we're going to fast forward in this flashback of you guys. You guys are in a different part of the Talforged Islands, and you guys are essentially searching. It looks like that you already have some of Exoitalis' men around. Looks like some correspondence has happened, and you guys are officially on this hunt at the moment. As you are on this large cliffside, as it is you two, Titus, and Terra at the moment. As you guys have been hunting for him for about 2 days at this point. Things, you know how he is. He covers his tracks well, everything like that. As it's now, you guys are almost putting up just roadblocks and wanted posters at this point because of how things have gone. You guys are on the cliffside, and Terra's like, it's been 2 whole days and we have nothing. Would he even be on the island anymore?
Because of our mistakes, There's no way that he didn't spot your father flying around. Even if he didn't know that he was here, he knows now. He wouldn't have left. He wouldn't have skipped out on that opportunity.
Yeah. I mean, I guess it makes sense. If he has what he has now, he would be, at this point, he'd probably be hunting.
If I know him well, we're wasting our time walking around because he's probably watching us.
Then we'll let him come to us.
As you say that, you see Tara immediately like jump and push you. As you see this, it looks like this blade was about to come and go, and it stabs Tara right in her, like through her abdomen, through the other side. As she like pushes you, as you can see like the blood on this, as it looks like the dragon, the dragon killer's blade. As she pushes you, gets stabbed and tumbles to the ground.
Nox freezes.
As you see, it looks like Titus like starts rushing towards Tara, rushes towards Tara, as she's like, as you can see like this blade. You know, she's not a dragon, so it's not like it's a sword in her body still.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it's not designed to like take her soul away. As you say, he's going, and you see this blade disappear. As you can, which is a bad thing when people have those kind of wounds, because you need to keep the thing in it for the bleeding.
For the compression, yeah.
Yes. As she starts immediately bleeding out, as you guys, as Yembo, you saw this happen, and you see this blade like disappear. As like you look to the side, as you see Seldred. Mm-hmm. You see him, he doesn't even have his hood down. He is like, has himself revealed, as it looks like he's in this like sleek, almost like glittering like chainmail. I will not make the same mistake again.
Titus, take care of your sister, please.
As you see him just like shaking, like nodding his head, yeah, he's just like, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. He looks like he's like trying to get like his like med kit out.
We prepare for these things.
As you see the dragon killer, looks like he has this different like aura about him. Now, he was very like cagey when you fought him last. Mm-hmm. It looks like he's very like avant-garde against you. Like he's just like, come at me.
As Nox slams his sword into his shield and goes into a rage.
As I will quickly need
I never fought him.
No, yes, correct. You never fought him.
Oh yeah.
That's insight you would have. I've never fought him. That's one of the things that made me felt so bad about it, is that I never got a chance to put my hands on him.
As I need from you guys initiative rolls.
I rolled a nat 20. So a 22 actually.
I rolled a 7.
Nox, it would be your turn first.
Okay. I'm gonna reckless attack.
So you're gonna rush up to him and reckless attack?
Yep.
Okay.
Rush up and reckless attack.
As you are rushing up and attacking recklessly, you can see like when you get closer to him, something feels off. You won't be attacking with advantage. You will be attacking straight.
It's regular.
As in, you right now at the moment you would technically have disadvantage.
Okay.
Like when you get within like 10 feet of him, it like something about the aura around him feels off to you, and now you would be attacking straight.
Okay. First attack, 23.
That does hit.
Okay. Second attack, 20.
That misses.
Ooh, thick boy. 8 damage.
Mm-hmm.
And like...
It would be your rage damage on top of that. So you would do 11.
Yembo! Something's different this time.
So you would rush up and you would slash at him. You cut at his armor, and you know that you cut him, but it doesn't feel that strong at the moment. It didn't feel that strong. As then you try to swing again, and he ducks down. As you see that he grabs, he has this blade, and he's going to bring it back at you. And that is a 23 for the first hit. You see this cut on you immediately as you lose 52 HP.
Does it feel the same as it did before?
It feels the same, like this thing that's even as much like your resistances, your powers, and everything like that, still cutting through you like butter. As you see, he's taking another swing. As that is a 24.
Hits.
And you would take another 52.
God God damn it.
As these two slashes happen, you would then see it looks like he misty steps past you, as he is like towards like the center at the moment, where like Yembo, you are probably like 15 feet away from him.
Okay.
And it would then be your turn.
Okay. Hold on. Let me look at my heals real quick. How much HP do you have?
I went from 164 to 60.
Okay. That's something.
Yeah, it's quite a lot.
I'm going to use my bonus action to try to heal Nox.
Okay, with healing word.
We'll do a mass healing word.
Mass healing word.
Yeah, so that's level 4.
Okay, who else are you choosing?
I am going to choose
Tara. Okay.
8 HP.
Okay.
Then I am going to use an 8th level Call Lightning
Okay.
on the Dragon Killer. Yep, using my Channel Divinity for Destructive Wrath. And I am going to turn my Call Lightning into full damage, which is 80.
Okay, so he has to roll a dex save. Rolls a dex save, and then if he passes, it'll be 40 instead.
Yep,
Okay, what's your dex save? I mean, what's your spell save?
it is 18.
That's an 18 exactly. As you see that they, this storms happen around you, as this lightning from the sky goes and cracks where the Dragon Killer has, and he jumps to the side as this lightning bursts at him, as it does some damage to him.
For a second, you can see Pulsar in the storm.
As you see, you can see like there's like partial like singeing on his body from the lightning. As you see that he looks at you, and then he looks at Nox. He's just like, I knew I should have hunted you down. As it would then be Nox's turn.
So I'm going to reckless attack, and I'm going to spend a superiority die to use trip attack.
You try to trip him.
Yes.
Okay. Roll to attack.
20. That would miss. But I'm going to use a lucky to swing again.
Okay.
So 14.
14 still misses.
Fuck. And then I'll follow up with the second attack.
Mm-hmm.
27.
27 hits.
Plus my mod is 5. Plus my rage is a bonus 3. So what? 3, 5.
So it's 8 plus 3, so 11 damage.
11 again.
Okay.
But he is tripped this time.
So you slash at him, and he smacks your blade as you just you sweep around and sweep him as he drops to the ground. As I need both of you to give me a wisdom save.
Okay.
27 for Gembo.
That is a 27.
Okay, so you both pass. As you both pass, you see that he like moves his blade as he this like aura came around as he was casting Hold Monster on you guys.
Hold monster.
As you guys broke out, because you guys saved, and then you see that it didn't work as he notices, and then he misty steps again. As
In response to his misty step, I'm going to use my
Mage Slayer reaction.
Yes.
Yes, you technically could have even done it with the.
I know
the
I
Hold
didn't. I
Monster.
realized
Yes.
I read it earlier. And that just allows me to make a basic melee attack, right?
Yep.
And I'm still trying to trip him.
So you're throwing another tripping attack on top of it if you hit.
Yep.
All right,
22.
that hits.
Strength saving throw of 18.
He just passes.
Fuck. Okay.
Anyways, go ahead, roll damage. 2d8 plus your mod would be 8. So just roll 2d8 plus 8.
13 plus 8.
So 21. As he quickly starts trying to do these spells, you were able to swipe his leg as you see like some blood come out as he still misty steps upright, closer towards the cliffside. As it would now be Yembo's turn.
All right. So I am going to cast a 7th level Mass Healing Word
Okay.
as my bonus action, which is 18. That will go to both Nox and his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
as he calls for lightning to come from the sky again, doing 55 damage.
As he passes.
Oh, he passes, so he'll take half.
So he's only going to take 22.
That's fine.
Right? No, 26. So he'll only take 26 lightning. As this strike happens again, as he jumps out the way, but he got hit some.
Mm-hmm.
As it would then be Nox's turn.
Nox's turn. All right.
He's about 30 feet away from you.
30 feet away from
Yes. You'd be running past Yembo to get to him.
me? Okay.
So, like, as you would be running in, Yambo would be like, "Don't worry, Nox, I've got you." So, anytime you want it, I will give you my reaction for a silvery barbs.
Okay. First, I'm going to second win. So 1d10 plus 6. Get that out the way. 8 plus 6, that's 14.
So you're at 100 exactly.
And then I'm going to reckless attack.
So you're going to rush at him and start reckless attacking?
Yep.
Okay.
Rush at him, start reckless attacking, and then I'm going to use precision attack. When you make an attack roll, you can expend a superiority die to add it to the roll before or after the roll.
That's for your aiming, essentially.
Yeah, for my aiming, yeah.
Yep.
Okay, and then I roll that before.
Or after.
Oh, okay. I guess let's see. Oh, yeah, that's cool. You get to actually pick two. That's neat. Okay, first swing. 13.
That would miss.
It'll even miss with the superiority die, so I would...
No.
Is it... Oh, yeah, I guess it would hit 21. I'm going to use my lucky anyway
Okay.
to re-roll that. Swing. 21.
That hits. Just hits.
That hits. And then I'm going to swing again.
Okay.
And that's a 12.
That would miss, even if it
Yeah,
with
that
your
would miss no
superior
matter
die.
what. Okay, and then I'm going to action surge.
Okay. So you've hit one time so far.
Know what this feels like. Like dog shit. That's a 18, but I will spend my superiority dice that time
Okay.
to add to that roll.
Give me a D8 to see if you can. You're with your precision attack.
Precision attack. That's a 1. That's a 19. That misses.
So that misses.
And I have my second attack.
Yes. And don't forget to spend a superiority die. So
Yeah.
you've used 3 so far. So you have 1 more D8, and the rest would be D6.
And that's a 2. Wow.
Technically, a precision attack could make it if you roll an 8.
It's true. I'll use lucky.
Okay, so you're using your last lucky.
I'll use my last lucky. Yeah,
Okay.
to make this swing, because I got to kill this fucker. 17 plus 11, 28 to hit.
Okay. So you've hit twice.
Yep, hit twice. 8 plus 16, 24.
24.
Good hit.
As you do these flurry of slashes, he like blocks one, gets cut by one, blocks one, gets cut by another. As it is now his turn.
Yep.
As he's going to attack you. And that is a 29 to hit.
29 to hit.
And that is 52 damage.
Silvery barbs.
Yeah, fuck it. Spend it.
Silvery barbs.
Those are barbs. 29 to hit still.
Fuck. We tried.
So 52 damage.
You have advantage though.
He rolled another 29. So that's
Another
another 52.
29?
That's another 52 damage.
Okay, he attacked, another creature damage you with melee attack. I'll use my maneuvers, my parry maneuver.
What does your parry do?
When another creature damages you with a melee attack, you can use your reaction and spend 1 superiority die to reduce it by that number plus 2. So it'll take a d8 and plus 2 off.
Okay.
The damage.
So to survive, you have to roll at least
A 5.
a
A 4. 3.
two, plus 2, right? Because he's doing 52 damage, so that means you have to deduct 5 damage
Yeah.
from what he's doing.
So I have to
So
hit
you
it.
need to roll a 3.
Yeah.
Okay?
Here goes. 4 plus 2 is 6.
Okay.
You got 1 left. 1 HP.
Now, Dragon Killer's pissed off.
Good.
He's going to action search.
Oh, he can do that too. Sick.
It's been 100 years of him learning, figuring out what he should do, and that is a 28 to hit.
And I have rolled like shit.
The Dragon Killer does these one slash at you, and it's horrendous as he puts this other does this other slash as you just press it off enough so it's not a vital blow, so he doesn't instantly kill you. As he just rings out the blade, as it's just so much there's so much blinding pain as he kicks you off as you're onto the ground at the moment. As he rushes right at Yembo as he has his final attack. As he's going to attack you, Yembo, and that is a 26 to hit.
Yeah.
That is 52 damage.
Yeah.
And I need a concentration check. You have to beat a 26.
14.
Your call lightning disappears as like the entire storm disappears around you.
Mm-hmm.
And it would now be your turn.
Yeah.
Baby brother, you can do this. I believe in you.
As you can see the menace in this person's eyes, you are over 100 years old. You have been this dominant force in this country. Looking at this man's eyes, you are terrified.
This man makes me feel like a child.
Yes, you feel like a scared child at the moment. The pure death and like passion of death that this man has in his eyes is unmatched that you've never seen before.
Trying to get him off me. Try. Yembo just trying to still stay alive a little bit longer. Hopefully he could like fight him off and make sure that like Nox could like get up. He swings his Morning Star back and reaches for him to go do a level 6 inflict wounds.
Okay, you roll with disadvantage.
Okay. I'd say like as I like it starts to like glow and light up as I'm getting ready to like reach for him, and he just fucking just steps right on my forearm as it goes back to the ground.
As you roll an 11, as he steps on your forearm, as you go back to the ground, as you as you're slamming on the ground, and you're like, oh my god, like I'm an enamel dragon. I should be the dominant force of this world. How is this happening? Top of the initiative would be Nox with a saving throw.
Saving throw.
You technically have advantage for this because of the silvery barbs.
It's true. I do. So that's cool. Right, guys? Crowd? Audience? Y'all? We got a 19.
Okay. That's a pass. It is now the Dragon Killer's turn. As he's going to swing at Yembo with a 27.
Yeah. I'm gonna. Oh yeah, silvery barbs.
That's an unnatural 20.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't matter. Either way, advantage goes to my brother Nox.
Okay. There's another 52.
Okay.
So, as you guys are in this absolute battle for your lives, this guy has been something that you guys can barely even comprehend at this point. He was scary a long time ago, but it looks like everything that has happened these 100 years has only just enforced the this type of person he is. As you saw Nox get manhandled as this man rushes towards you with this unbending will, a will that you thought that you had, that you're the concrete, you're unbending, you're unmoving, that this man shows you something that you've never even seen before as he slashes you down as you're looking at absolute defeat, as you're looking at Terra and Titus in a panic. You're seeing Nox barely conscious as it's like you still aren't ready. Why aren't you ready? How is this happening again? And you see as the Dragon Killer looks like he brings up this blade as he looks like he's about to stab into you. There's almost a hint of relief in your body that like what you've done, the suffering that you have gone through, the will that you have enforced, the burden that you have carried, it feels like almost like a release is about to happen. As you see this blade looks like it's about to drive towards you, as next you know, you see these like a vestige of what looks like these hands. Looks like they grab the blade right before it stabs into you. As you're seeing these hands, they look very spiritual, as it looks like it forms out into an entire body. As you see, there is a glow coming from Nox, and then a glow coming from the Dragon Killer's sword. As this spirit forms, it looks like Rice holding this blade back, stopping this blade from stabbing right into you. You see there's even surprise on the Dragon Killer's face and confusion as the spirit pushes the Dragon Killer back for a second. As you see, it looks like the aura of his armor looks like it's like powered down. As you can see, as you're bleeding out, you can see a almost like battalion of Consortium guards rushing out. As you see, it's even the Dragon Lord Exoid himself looks like they're rushing in to try to surround. As you see him take a couple steps, he's like taking a couple steps back. As it looks like he is turning. As Nox, you use the last of your strength to try to get up and try to hold it in place. As you do this Hail Mary swing at him, not keeping your balance, not keeping the right stance as you should, because you know you shouldn't have been fighting. As you see, the Dragon Killer takes the opportunity, feints at you, and then he hits at the base of your hand and blade, where the blade shatters. As it's like a final, as this happens, you topple over one more time. As you're looking at him in complete anger, you can almost feel like the presence of your father that you've always had with this blade disappears. As you hear then the Dragon Lord say, "It's over, Seldred. Lay your arms down. You've lost again." And you hear the Dragon Killer go, "I will never lose again." As you see, he uses the blade as this like silvery line happens, as it looks like he teleports away.
He's a bitch.
As you're looking at the chaos that's happening, you see Yembo on the ground. Looks like there's like guards picking her up. You see people are picking Terra up as well, as it looks like she is still breathing at the moment. As we will fast forward again. It's a couple days. You guys are recovering at the moment from the fight. Still, you guys have wounds that you guys heal pretty quickly, but these have not. These aren't healing as fast. So your body's still pretty sore. You both are finally like conscious at the same time in the same room, laying on beds next to each other.
Yembo would be sitting up the best that he can.
Yeah.
And he's kind of just like zoned out.
What happened again?
I seen Rice.
Rice
saved me. The Dragon Killer's making me go crazy.
No, brother, that was Rice.
How?
Now, Nox, you've never seen like this spirit form of Rice that you are in communication with ever do anything physical. You've only kind of like seen him and like present him there for you to just kind of have his presence and like you talk to it every once in a while. Yeah. But it never responds to you and everything. It's never done anything like that.
Rice is never left me. He's always been with me. That's the first time I've seen his form, his presence actually take action.
You've been able to see Rice?
I have. If you would have opened my letters, you would have known.
I couldn't open those letters. I thought about it millions of times over the years. I can't.
Yembo, you can.
It's too much to go through, and I don't have the time to think about the past or...
It sounds like to me that the only thing you even think about is the past.
How can I not?
I think about it often as well, but I also think about the future.
It might have been only 100 years ago, but that 1 year, so much was torn away.
There was a lot. We lost our father. We lost our brother. I lost 2 brothers that day.
I could say the same. I just realized you were right. And somehow you got lost along the way.
No, I learned the truth. It's more than just about the consortium. The consortium is going to move on without you, whether you like it or not. You give your whole life to them, but for what? You lose your family. You lose your friends. And they expect you to carry the will of their dominant lord. But for what? I know you've seen that he's not been the same man we've pledged ourselves to many, many years ago.
Things have changed.
Things are always going to change. If you don't like the way that your life is living, you don't have to live it that way. You always have a choice. There's always a choice.
If I were to walk away, I would let our father down. He was a part of this.
He
helped create this for what it was supposed to be.
Our father was a part of this for the right reasons. And you know those reasons have changed within you.
I've tried to make the right decisions. I've tried to push us towards the right way.
And what has happened?
My voice isn't the one that's heard above all. There are a lot of voices in that council. The best thing I could do is try to get what I need to be said through. And hopefully one day, we will all be on the same page and our people will be safe and have peace and won't need times like there is now in the mainland.
That is a strong conviction you carry, brother. But like you said, there's a council. Your word doesn't mean anything if they are against you. They're going to dictate whatever they want. They've taken 100 years from you already.
There's a rough time within the council right now, and me walking away doesn't help anything.
I'm not even telling you to walk away. You could have priorities. At the end of the day, what you're doing is just a job.
It's not just a job.
It is just a job.
It's not.
Now you're doing it by yourself. It was a lot better when it was the three of us.
And once upon a time, it was a job.
What is it now?
All I know. This is my life. This is what my life has become. I've dedicated every single part of me to the consortium, to what needs to be done.
And it has not been planning out the way you want it to, or the way that it actually should. You're one of the good ones, baby brother. There's not a lot of you left. And I know you lost your way, but I think everything happens for a reason. As selfish as I would be to ask you to come with me and stay with me and be with me forever, it's just not going to be that way. But I've learned that. Being a father has taught me those things.
Knox, you have your own family.
I do.
And I'm happy for you.
You are a part of that family, whether if you like it or not. There has not been one day in 100 years that I have not thought about you. That Rice has not thought about you. That our father has not thought about you. No matter where they are now, they're still with us. And now you know that. Quit running away. Face our family.
And I have family there too.
Bring them together. I'll become accepting in my own old age, and my wife can cook a mean brisket.
I don't know, Knox. I honestly don't even know who I am anymore.
Yo Yembo Tempest, brother of Rice Tempest, brother of Knox Tempest, uncle to Tara and Titus Tempest. You might have been away a long time, but there's still time to fix it. There's still time to be you. There's still time to find yourself, and it is easier to do things together than it is alone. And I think you even know that. You've been on enough missions. You've called enough of the hard shots.
None of that matters unless we kill him.
He got the drop on us. He has a power that I've never imagined he could have. It was awful before, but it's going to take more than just me and you this time around. I think you've learned that. I've learned that. As much as you wanted to just be me and you going after this motherfucker, we need to bring in some more people.
I don't know who. And I get you're trying to be a good father, but we can't keep bringing your children into this.
I do agree this is a little above their skill set. It's above my skill set, and it's above your skill set. I got ragdolled. You got ragdolled. Our father's sword disintegrated in my very hands. I lost a finger. I don't have the only thing that I've trained with my whole life.
Then we'll go to Wormscape.
What good is Wormskeep gonna do for us?
Well, we know that he's not still here. He left to the mainland. And in Wormskeep, I can set you up with whatever weapon you need, and we will have our pick of the soldiers that are there. Soldiers that are truly trained and more than just a field.
What are you suggesting exactly?
Come with me, Nux. At least until we get this done. And the further you are from here, the safer they are.
You're right.
You can come home when you know that they'll be safe.
I have to go check on my daughter. I'll be back momentarily. You're more than welcome to come. I know you saved her life, and I am indebted to you for that. I think this is one of the moments that you need to experience. As I like grab you by your wrist and like try to get you to come on.
He wouldn't fight you.
As you try to track down your daughter, you find out that she is still incapacitated herself. But you see Titus and your wife there, and they essentially tell you that she is alive, but the blade went through her spine when it was pierced. She is paralyzed from the waist down, and they said that the cut is so clean that the doctors have done everything that they can, and they don't know if she'll ever walk again.
As I grab both of them and like pull them in, and just kind of embrace them for a little bit.
As you guys like embrace, as like Yembo is there, and like your wife sees Yembo, and then she looks at you, and like she gives you like a nod of acknowledgement, like she knows that you have to go.
I don't have any words for what happened to Tara, and I have a duty to fulfill in her name now. I have to take care of this guy.
You know that like your wife understands, and like you see your son Titus in acknowledgement.
Titus, you are going to be the man of the family now. I need you to look after your sister and your mother, because there's a good chance that you might not see me again. Remember that conversation we had on the cliffside? You don't ever want to be alone. As I look back at Yembo.
He has like acknowledgement. He's like nodding his head.
This doesn't completely mean the end of her career, though it may not be what she wanted. Units like what I'm a part of look for great minds more than just the physical body. She could still be a great asset.
He nods his head, and you see him like just go back into the room.
As I hug and kiss my wife goodbye.
As you guys like have a look, as we flash forward of you guys in Wormskeep. So we flash back to you in Wormskeep as you've given a report, on everything that's happened so far. You guys have been given more resources, like personal guards, and you've picked people out to essentially to come with you on this venture. You've picked some pretty high ranking officers, even a couple paladins. You guys have a strong force with you, as now you guys are gearing up for weapons and everything, and Nox, you're trying to find something, but nothing
feels appropriate.
Nothing feels appropriate for what's happening. As like Yembo, you see Nox struggling, trying to find like a weapon.
Nox.
Yes, Yembo.
Come with me.
I'll be back, as I like talk to the person I've been like running all over the place.
Right.
Go grab me shit.
I have him follow me to my office.
As you guys going to the office, as his office is, he has his personal office that's like right off of the Dragon Division's area. As like you're walking past Dragon Division, you just get like those like
I like just stop there and like kind of stare for a second.
Yes. As you stare for a second, like you could peep in, you see it looks like this this young human girl looks like she's like ordering people around. And then you would keep on walking.
I don't know her.
You know of her, you've seen her in passing, but you don't know like what like
do I like know her name?
No, you don't know her name or anything. As you would continue following Yembo in his office.
So as we get into my office, there would be like my desk and all my stuff, but like all the way on the side of the office where there would be like a curtain that's like covering a certain part. And I would open that and it would be like very dusty. Knox, you would see that there's literally stacks of letters that you sent me that are all there. And behind this curtain is also like the pictures of like us as kids, our father, everything. Like it's all behind this curtain. As I start to move some things around and blow the dust off of this case as I go to hand it to you. And you know exactly what it is. You chose the case that it would go into through this. You were in charge of the entire ceremony for the funeral, everything. Maybe you're having a tough time looking because this is what you were supposed to use.
I can't believe you still have this. But I mean, I can believe now because I see all the pictures and the letters, and
yeah,
you're still in there somewhere.
As I close the curtain back up, you see that there is a photo that's face down on my desk.
Okay.
And I kind of just like move that to the side so that you can place the case down.
What are you hiding in that picture, brother? As like I would go to reach for it.
He wouldn't stop you.
I grab it, and I lift it up and point it towards myself.
So you would see like maybe 16 years ago, like Yembo, like maybe 16 years ago, as he has like a real serious face, but then you see like a small human girl with like a smile, like playing with his face.
Is it the same girl I seen in the hallway?
They have similarities, yeah, for sure.
This is that girl in the hallway.
That is Pyrex.
Oh. I take it you took part in training her?
Yes, I
Surprised, she's a human.
Yeah, she is, but not like any that you and I have ever met.
I mean, of course she has to be somewhat special in order for you to take an interest in her.
I was in a dark place, and I thought, what better than to take someone of theirs and train them to be a weapon against them. But she's better than that. She does truly care about our people and the rest of the people of the coast.
I see. So throughout your malice, you have created a positive relationship.
I just trained her.
Well, I don't keep pictures of my students on my desk.
King's out there like, I wonder if he's thinking about me.
But they do send me letters from time to time.
I've trained people here and there, but I've trained her entire life. She's trained with others as well.
So my baby brother still is in there. That's good to know.
Open the case.
We're both going to open the case. You get the left latch, I'll get the right.
Do we really need to do that?
I think we do.
I hit the left latch just because Knox is like annoying as fuck.
He's being extra right now.
Yeah.
He's being extra because you're so not extra.
That's what it is.
Anyways, so you both open one side of the latch as this case open, as it looks as it did the day of. You see, it is the other side of your father's sword, the sword that Rice had.
Man, oh man, does this bring back some memories. When father had it, when Rice had it. You sure you want me to take this? It was entrusted to you.
Things happen for a reason, Knox. Maybe I kept it there this whole time because I was supposed to give it back to you.
Well, let's give it a go.
As you say, let's give it a go, you hear Yumbo's doors open up, and you hear, I want in, as we flash forward back to the boat in the beginning of the session, as this storm is happening. As Knox, you have set the boat on its course right, as you guys are heading towards a direction, as you decide to walk around onto the deck to be next to Yumbo. You guys are out your way. Looks like he's heading. Looks like the Dragon Killer is going to be on the border of Thay and the Dragon Coast. You have a spot that you know, which it was not. It's like you guys passed the old village that you guys even investigated on it and everything like that. Because remember that was on the border.
Mm-hmm.
I sure do love storms.
As you are both bandaged up, you guys have your injuries that you're still healing for.
It's like Yumbo takes a deep breath in the storm. It comforts me. Makes me feel like Father's still here.
As you guys hear, well, the storm's going to be letting up, so I would start saying goodbye to your dad. As approaching you guys, is Cinderich, who has requested to join your guys' attack.
The storm has just begun.
And that's where I'll end the session.
I.
Well, maybe you guys will be able to do something when it's 3 against 1 instead of 2 against 1. Yeah.
Her and Rice built the same too.
Yup.
What do you mean by that?
Like horses.
Yup.
Rice was not thick. Remember, Rice
right.
was he was thin and toned. That was his thing.
Nah. They built this. Don't they got the same elements?
Yes,
Yeah.
they do have the same elements.
Yeah.
Correct.
Both their mothers was kobolds.
Well, that's not real.
And they both bitches.
You know what? It might be.
okay.
It might be. That bitch was
Kicking
a
that leg.
Goliath and a dragon and an elf.
We will talk about anything else going forward in Late Night Traffic. Hey guys, check out our Patreon, Clash of Crits per usual, the show after the show where we talk about the show. We got dungeon discussions. We even got a Patreon campaign. We even got a Patreon exclusive campaign called Warcocks. You should really check it out. We would really appreciate the support. But before we say goodbye, plugs, does anyone have them?
You can join the wonderful Discord that we have with all of our wonderful Discordians and Patreon subscribers. It is a lot of fun. If you like video games, playing cards, any kind of cards, mostly Magic cards, 95% Magic cards, or Monster Hunter, they like that too.
Love it.
And we love them, and they love us, I think, most of the time.
Yeah.
I'm going to kick it over to So.
That was a lot. Okay.
I don't like how you said that.
Yeah, I don't.
So.
Sound like a motherfucking. Yeah, you can follow me at OSLKUMA_COK. Also follow Clash of Crits. That's Clash_of_Crits with a K. 4 letters, 1 word. Yeet.
And I was Psycho. You can follow me at XYCA0. COK. I also like to plug in Hyperpunk to do some of the music, and Shinovas does our theme song. And remember, Droppa, you're a bitch. That being said, I believe that is everything. So we will see you in traffic. Bye.
Dragon's Tempest. Damn, that shit was fucking sad. Dragon's Tempest.
You have a lot of unchecked feelings about our dad.
What?
Droppa's a bitch.
Okay. This was a Clash of Crits podcast. Theme song done by Shanovis, with additional music done by Hyperpunk. If you enjoyed our show, please give us a rating. See you in the next episode.